I want to help some people get some closure. It's also a good way to see things yourself too, because when you start loving somebody and you feel attraction, you don't really know if they feel the same way towards you, right? So what happens is you invest, you get that heartfelt investment, and then, you know, they leave and they went off for some reason, and you're always feeling like there was something you could have did. And then the cliche in fantasy, the one that got away. Well, guess what? There was nothing you could do in the first place. If they really wanted to be with you and they really loved you, they would have hung out and stayed with you, right? So there's no reason just to live your life on that fantasy and close yourself off from other experiences. And yeah, it's hard because, you know, you only want to go through it once for a lot of people. I don't like to have a black book or anything, you know, but don't, like, put yourself in that position, because if they went for somebody else with more money, even if you had money, they wouldn't be worth it anyway, because that's why they left you. Okay, if somebody else was more muscular or whatever, then you just didn't fit that format, okay? If they were a different color or something, or a different race or ethnicity, you know, you wouldn't have made it anyway. So don't keep your heart in a box and in jail because of that, okay? Because you end up skewing and screwing yourself in the long run. So if you want to really live your life, you got to learn that there are people that come and go, and, you know, you have to make people prove themselves. And it's unfair, but in today's day and age, you really can't invest more than what the other person is investing. And if they want you to prove that, then they're willing to do something to allow you to feel safe to invest that time in them. So you don't want to accept somebody that's going to constantly make you want to have to prove yourself. You know, it's not romantic to say, oh yes, I'm gonna be the man, you know, and make up for stuff. It just doesn't work like that. In the end, you know, your foundation will just crack away into nothing. Okay, and you realize what you got is nothing, because it's like a river that flows, and you're just like, you're gonna be left on the docks. You know, that's the way it is. And there's a lot of stuff in that river. There's blood, sweat, and tears that you will die with. And don't think that you're the only one either, and that you could have saved them, or that 20 years from now they're going to be there. Because you know what? They left you when you were in your prime, and, you know, they had a nice body and they had innocence. It's not there anymore. So they chose to give it to someone else. And then you waited and you got old. And then now if they did come in your life, you're getting a used sock. This is an awesome colored pencil. This is actually a Schwartz number 24, and the Lyra. I can't find it, but it's a fat colored pencil. These are like the best ones. Anyway, so that's where it's at. So, you know, you could do what you want with it, but in the end, you got to keep yourself happy. Yay, right? And you got to learn to let your love and your emotions, you know, like, be on a balloon and just float away. You know? Don't keep your love in a box like that, because you're not hurting anybody but yourself, and there's nobody else to prove yourself to. And there'll be plenty of people there to try and get you, you know? But there's somebody that will want to be with you and protect you. If not, you just got to find something else to do. But don't waste your life thinking about the future and stuff like that, because it's not innocent. It's actually you committing a crime against yourself. And you're just going to keep paying, and always wondering, you know. For me, I'm not an easy guy to work with. I'm very complicated, and I do so many things that, you know, when somebody does give me the time, I'm like, okay. You know, they see me, but they really don't. There's been a lot of selfish people out there that took advantage of that, and you may run into that too. But don't let it kill you. You got choices.